life is okay. I'm not plagued by anxiety, and I can relate with other people feeling nice and safe. I'm not afraid that they're gonna try to tie me to stakes and burn me to death. You heard me, it can be pretty stressful when I don't observe any friends in my vicinity with earnest intent to serve me respect. Fundamentally, I deserve it from them. So it sure is a gem when I'm feeling pretty functional, secure and content. I totally need to determine the best way to get this sense of centeredness to surface again. At will, cause I'd like to reclaim the potency that I'd forgotten under piles of pain and written off as unlikely to stay with me if I were to step foot outside of the cave. We take ownership over the whole flow of this. No, it won't grow without being poked in the nose and then being shown that entropic moments are closing in. The only hope is to own it, yo, and then grow within. We take ownership over the whole flow of this. No, it won't grow without being poked in the nose and then being shown that entropic moments are closing in. The only hope is to own it, yo, and then grow within. I'm stuck running in a circle. I'm coming up on hurdles that I've seen before, but I never done much with. They're inert still. Feeling the opposite of worthful. I'm hiding inside of a shell like I'm a turtle. The hell, why am I infertile? I try to be purposeful, working full time on the side of the right, but I find fine lines perverted and hurtful. It's pretty tricky how they disturb and alert you to things that aren't really there, or at least physically there. It's like I gotta go into me where I'm living but scared to give into the abyss of despair. It's an affair simply to admit that I bear it in my heart. I'm not apart from it, so I gotta start to regard it as a priority. To see the dark in me, it hardly means that I'm condemned or far from free. We take ownership over the whole flow of this. No, it won't grow without being poked in the nose and then being shown that entropic moments are closing in. The only hope is to own it, yo, and then grow within. We take ownership over the whole flow of this. No, it won't grow without being poked in the nose and then being shown that entropic moments are closing in. The only hope is to own it, yo, and then grow within. Feeling challenged in life, you better balance it right. It isn't valid to fight the universe. Pound for pound, you're light compared to the power and might that never flounders but drives you to your hearse. Inevitable is an adjective that you can attach to any fault you have, and whether it'll manifest, it will. So chill. When it does, you need to build that bridge you were never given to think of, which makes you ill. But that's the deal, fam. For real, can you open up and repeal that habit of feeling bad? Depression keeping you believing effort isn't feasible. You're weak and everything you do will never lead to peace for you. And so you settle passively. It's so sad to see. Please imagine freedom from the gravity of your whack beliefs, as if you have the capacity to live happily. You know, you do actually have the capacity to live happily. That's a doable thing. The laws of physics do not prohibit you from living happily, but you can do that. We take ownership over the whole flow of this. No, it won't grow without being poked in the nose and then being shown that entropic moments are closing in. The only hope is to own it, yo, and then grow within. We take ownership over the whole flow of this. No, it won't grow without being poked in the nose and then being shown that entropic moments are closing in. The only hope is to own it, yo, and then grow within.